Our life is shaped by the architecture of our thoughts. Consider for a moment that the secret to achieving your deepest desires lies not in your possessions, nor even in your knowledge, but in the manner by which you approach each day. Today, we look beyond self-discipline as a mere means to an end. We explore it through the profound lens of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy teaches the art of mastering one's actions and emotions to curate a life of virtue and fulfillment. It is not a list of commands, but a summons to personal freedom and power. In this exploration, we will discover how Stoicism does not merely enrich the concept of discipline, but transforms it into a vessel for profound personal growth and stability. We will uncover the daily habits capable of altering how you perceive yourself and the world around you. From Marcus Aurelius to Seneca, the Stoics were not idle theorists. They were practical thinkers who lived their teachings amidst the chaos of reality, much as we must in the modern world. If you find value in our discourse and wish to support this channel, a simple free gesture is to press the subscribe button. If these insights resonate with you, share them with those committed to their own growth and philosophical understanding. Prepare yourself for a challenging yet enlightening discussion that may very well reshape your daily existence. Remember, the true value of these ancient teachings unfolds only for those who remain with us until the very end. So, let us begin and see how deeply the roots of Stoicism intertwine with the powerful practice of discipline. Self-awareness, the foundation of discipline. Self-awareness extends far beyond trivial preferences, such as a taste for coffee over tea. It is a profound excavation of your behaviors, triggers, and patterns. It is the cornerstone of discipline. Epictetus, a sage of this philosophy, advised, "Know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." He emphasized self-knowledge as the prerequisite for mastering one's life. Think of self-awareness as the vigilant gardener of your own mind. You must monitor and understand your thoughts, reactions, and emotions. Why? Because only when you truly understand your habitual responses can you begin to command them, rather than allowing them to command you. It requires observing your life with the diligence of a philosopher, detached, yet deeply engaged in the pursuit of meaning. Consider the moments when you face a challenge. Perhaps your instinct is to procrastinate or to lash out in stress. These reactions are natural, yet often unhelpful. By becoming aware of these patterns, you can begin to manage them constructively. Marcus Aurelius practiced this by keeping a journal, now known to us as Meditations, where he chronicled his thoughts, tracking his progress in self-awareness. To cultivate this in your own life, begin by journaling. Each day, record your actions, your feelings, and your responses to various triggers. Look for the patterns. Are you more productive at specific times? Do certain people or activities evoke stress or joy? Reflect on these findings to adjust your habits. Another method is meditation or daily reflection. Take a few minutes to turn your attention inward, sifting through your thoughts to question their validity. This is not merely about relaxation. It is about gaining the clarity needed to act with intention. Remember, self-awareness is not a tool for self-criticism, but for enlightenment. Each piece of knowledge you gain is a hidden pathway on the map to your greatest potential. The power of starting small. The concept of starting small may initially seem devoid of ambition, yet it is a strategy of immense power, aligning perfectly with both modern psychology and ancient wisdom. When it comes to discipline, the Stoics advocated for control, but not through overnight transformation. They endorsed gradual improvement. As a new year dawns, many of us set monumental goals, vowing to run marathons or devour libraries of books, when our current habits support neither. While aspiring to greatness is natural, sustainability is key. Here, the Stoic principle of progress over perfection shines. It involves setting smaller, achievable goals that pave the way to larger aspirations. If fitness is your aim, do not immediately attempt a marathon. Commit instead to running a few minutes each day. This builds confidence and reduces the risk of burnout. Epictetus reminded us, "No great thing is created suddenly." Mastery is the result of repeated, focused practice. By resolving to read just 10 pages a night, you are not merely reading. You are cultivating discipline in a way that becomes woven into your lifestyle. This method leverages the compounding nature of habits. Just as financial investments grow, so too do the effects of consistent action. The transformative power of these small steps, compounded over years, is undeniable. Break down your overwhelming goals. What is the smallest action you can take today? Every small step is a stride toward becoming the master of your own life. Embracing delayed gratification. Consider the act of planting a seed and nurturing it with the quiet knowledge that the bloom lies seasons ahead. This principle is deeply ingrained in Stoic philosophy, which values long-term benefits over immediate pleasures. In a world intoxicated by instant gratification, fast food, binge watching, impulse buying, it is tempting to seek the quick fix. Yet, these fleeting pleasures often lead to long-term chaos. Seneca and Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of resisting transient temptations to focus on enduring achievements. They understood that the sweetest fruits require the longest wait. Consider saving for a home. Denying oneself daily luxuries is not thrilling, yet each act of restraint builds the foundation for future stability. This is delayed gratification, the choice to forego present comfort for future happiness. It is about making calculated decisions that align with your values. It is choosing study over leisure for the sake of a career, or early mornings in the gym for the sake of vitality. Cultivating this ability begins with knowing what you truly value. Visualization, a technique favored by the Stoics, can help. By visualizing the outcomes of your sacrifices, the journey becomes less arduous. Break your long-term goals into milestones and celebrate them. This reinforces your progress, reminding you that while the ultimate goal is ahead, you are moving steadily toward it. Focus, the Stoic discipline. At the heart of Stoic discipline lies the art of focus, the ability to distinguish the essential from the noise. The Stoics taught that by concentrating our energy on what is within our control, we live with purpose and peace. It is about honing in on what counts and letting go of what does not. Reflect on your day. How much time is consumed by worries that do not align with your core values? Stoicism offers a remedy. Distinguish between external events, which we cannot control, and our own actions, which we can. Identify your core values, be it family, career, or health, and align your daily actions with them. Focus is not merely time management. It is the stewardship of your attention. If health is a core value, every choice, from taking the stairs to choosing a salad, reflects your focused commitment. However, Stoic focus also requires adaptability. Marcus Aurelius emphasized accepting what you cannot change while working diligently on what you can. Maintain your inner equilibrium regardless of external circumstances. Practice reflection and meditation to train your mind to resist distraction. In a world that praises multitasking, true focus means doing less, but doing it better. It is about depth, not breadth. Creating and maintaining routines. Routine is more than a mere schedule. It is the weaving of discipline into the very tapestry of our existence. The Stoics understood the power of routine to harness impulses and direct actions toward virtue. Routines are not constraints, but liberators, freeing the mind from the fatigue of constant decision-making. When a routine is established, actions run on autopilot. This preserves mental energy for deeper work or introspection. Consider the morning routine. Marcus Aurelius began his day with reflection, preparing his mind. Whether you start with exercise, reading, or planning, consistency is key. Routines provide structure and rhythm to the day, regulating energy and maintaining stability. The challenge, of course, lies in adherence. The Stoics were masters of endurance, maintaining their practices despite external chaos. To maintain your routines, remind yourself of their benefits, yet remain adaptable. Embrace the concept of amor fati, love of fate. If life disrupts your routine, view it as an opportunity to strengthen your resilience. Adapt and continue. Over time, these routines will shape your character, molding you into a person who is not only productive but philosophically attuned. The role of environment. The Stoics recognized that we do not exist in a vacuum. Just as a sapling requires fertile soil and sunlight, our character demands an environment that nurtures virtue. Our environment encompasses our physical spaces, the company we keep, and the digital atmospheres we inhabit. A cluttered desk or a noisy room can detract from concentration. The Stoics advocated for simplicity and order. Create a workspace that contributes to a sense of calm. More importantly, consider your social environment. Seneca advised associating with those who embody the virtues you wish to cultivate. Surround yourself with the disciplined, and their habits will influence you. Conversely, a circle that prioritizes distraction will hinder your progress. In our modern age, this environment extends into the digital realm. The clamor of notifications can shatter our focus. Stoic discipline requires intentionality in our digital interactions. Set boundaries. Choose content that uplifts. Regular self-examination is instrumental here. Ask yourself if your surroundings align with your goals. Create conditions that do not merely allow but actively encourage you to thrive. Holding yourself accountable. Finally, we arrive at accountability, the act of taking full ownership of one's vows and actions. The Stoics viewed personal responsibility as the bedrock of integrity. Accountability is not about fulfilling obligations to others, but about being true to oneself and one's principles. At its core, holding yourself accountable means setting clear standards and systematically tracking your progress. This is not an exercise in self-punishment, but in honest self-reflection. If your goal is financial discipline, accountability implies keeping a detailed budget and reviewing it with honesty. This simple act of tracking compels you to pause before acting impulsively. It ensures that your actions remain in harmony with the person you aspire to be. The Stoics practiced a rigorous form of daily self-reflection, taking time to examine where they excelled and where they fell short. You can adopt this ritual by setting aside a moment each day to review your actions. Ask yourself, did I live up to my standards today? What could I have done better? This quiet introspection keeps you tethered to your goals and values, making your journey deliberate rather than accidental. But accountability need not be a solitary burden. While Stoicism champions self-sufficiency, it also honors the power of community. Sharing your objectives with a friend, a family member, or a mentor can dramatically alter your trajectory. When another person is aware of your goals, it adds a layer of motivation, a safety net of support when the path gets steep. It might be as simple as a workout partner expecting you at the gym, or a colleague checking in on your progress. You can even leverage modern technology to anchor these commitments. Use apps to track your habits, or set digital reminders to keep your focus sharp. These tools act as external guardians of your internal promises, bridging the gap between ancient wisdom and modern innovation, Furthermore, accountability is not just about celebrating success, it is about owning your failures. The Stoics believed that true wisdom is born from recognizing and correcting our mistakes. If you slip or stray from the path, do not hide it. Acknowledge it openly. Analyze the error, understand the cause, and adjust your course. This resilience doesn't just build character, it deepens your resolve. Remember, the path to self-mastery is not paved with grand gestures, but with the quiet, consistent steps we take every day. Let us continue to learn and grow together, treating every challenge as an opportunity to strengthen our virtues. If you found today's discussion enlightening, I invite you to watch the suggested video on your screen to dive even deeper into the Stoic way of life. It is designed to help you apply these timeless principles to the modern world. Thank you for being part of the Stoic Journal, where we explore not just what to think, but how to think. Keep striving, keep growing, and until next time, live wisely.